Happy Friday, everyone. It has been a while since I did one of these post-weigh-in videos. Valentine's Day, to be exact. It is fight week, though. UFC 313 tomorrow in Las Vegas, Nevada, and we've got the light heavyweight title between Alex Pereira and Magomed Ankalaev. Everyone I have ever spoken to is on Ankalaev, as am I, so I don't know how I really feel about that now, but the bet has already been placed. I've already given it out, and we're doing the dang thing. This is the We Want Picks post-weigh-in show where I go through the entire weigh-in so you don't have to, but if you happen to catch the morning weigh-in show, it was my first appearance on the show, giving out my pick alongside my guys from On The Line, Yanni the Greek and Nick Kalikis, so that was the highlight of my morning. Before we begin, make sure you are subscribed to the channel and go on and become a premium member if you want to unlock all of the tools on the site, as well as Jacob's and Angela's picks for the card. They do not take any days off, so go on and do it. Starting off with the main event, Alex Pereira seeking his fourth straight title defense against Magomed Ankalaev. This line has not really budged at all, and it's essentially a pick'em, and it's tough because I can certainly see Pereira win by KO, TKO here, even though I am on the other side. But Magomed was the first one to be weighed, and he came in at 205. Alex Pereira looked like Alex Pereira per usual at 205 pounds as well. In the co-main event, we lost such a good matchup between Justin Gaethje and Dan Hooker, but this one is honestly just as, maybe not just as great, but it's great. Yesterday, I was at the press conference before the press conference started, and I had to host like a trivia game show for the fans in line, and one of the questions was which fighter on the UFC 313 card is from Azerbaijan, and legit everyone was like, where? What's the word again? Like, I don't know how to explain it other than repeating the name of the country, because it didn't help if that I said Baku City was the capital. But yeah, to be fair and honest, I didn't know that Azerbaijan was a country until I started watching Formula 1 a couple of years ago. So the answer, by the way, is Rafael Fiziev. He is stepping in on short notice, and this will be his first fight back since he got injured back in September of 2023. And this is Justin's first fight back since UFC 300. I will be honest, I will always take Justin as a dog, and he is a very public dog this week, but I don't care. I have like a small play on him, and I also have this fight to go the distance. The rest of my picks are on the Line betting show on UFC Fight Pass, so go check it out. Justin looks great at 156, and Rafael also came in at 156 pounds. In another lightweight bout, we've got Jalen Turner and Ignacio Bahamondes. Jalen buzzed his braids off, and I think he looks great. He looks real lean and trim at 154.5, and Ignacio had to have the box brought out, hit his cheekbones, so defined, my goodness. But Bahamondes officially weighed 156. The only women's fight on the card is a strawweight bout between Amanda Lemos and Yasmin Lucindo. Lucindo, gorgeous as always, at 115.5, and Amanda weighed 116. In quite possibly my favorite fight of the night will be a matchup between King Green and Mauricio Ufi. Look, I've been pronouncing his name, Mauricio Ufi, since like he entered the UFC, but because I heard his name pronounced Roofy this whole week, I just like don't even know what to say, and now I feel like an idiot. But I love Mauricio in this one, and I hope it pans out the way I see it. Hoping it doesn't end up being a square bet, but I don't care. Roofy was the final fighter to step on the scale at 155.5, and King Green 155.5 as well. In the feature prelim is a heavyweight bout between Curtis Blaydes and UFC newcomer Rizvan Kuniev. Blaydes looked great and weighed 262, while Kuniev also looks really good at 264.5. And another one I am looking forward to is the flyweight bout between Joshua Van and Ray Tsuruya, the Japanese fighter currently undefeated in his pro career, coming in as a dog. Both Josh and Ray came in at 125.5. Now, it is time for Jacob's Lock of the Week, and we're quite divided on this fight this week. Normally, I'm riding with Jacob for all of his locks, but not this Saturday. We've got Armin Petrosyan versus Bruno Ferreira. Jacob is on the Bruno side, and I am on the Armin side. So it could go either way, okay? Jacob could be wrong. I could be wrong. We'll have to see. Oh my God, my nose is so runny this morning. Anyway, how funny would it be if it ended in a draw? Bruno came in at 186, looking good. Arman also at 186. He's a very straight torso, very rectangular figure. At welterweight is Carlos Leal versus Alex Mairon. Alex weighed 171 and Carlos at 169. Moving on to the early prelims, love this one. Mairon Santos versus Francis Fire Marshall. Now, I watched The Ultimate Fighter last year. Love, love, love Mairon Santos. And every time I think of Francis Marshall, I just think of Marshall from Paw Patrol, you know, the fire pup. Mairon weighed 145.5 pounds, while Francis weighed 146 pounds. Next up, Chris Gutierrez and John Castaneda go head-to-head. Castaneda was supposed to fight at the Apex last week against Douglas something or other. So now John is on this card. Castaneda weighed 145 pounds and Chris with the weight of 144.5. And the first fight of the night will be Djorden Santos versus Ozzy Diaz. Santos making his UFC debut. Both fighters came in at 185.5 pounds. And Ozzy Diaz has possibly the worst haircut on the card. That is it, guys. I appreciate you all for coming up to me whenever you see me at the fights or at UFC events. Absolutely love talking to you guys and appreciate the kindness that you guys show towards me. Come back to the channel next Friday for the post-weigh-in show for the next Apex event between Marvin Vettori and Roman Dolidze. We've also got a fight the week after that in London and the one after that in Mexico City, and then a few more straight after that until April 12th. So good luck and have a good weekend.